For your vibrate motor repair, this is the motor right here. And if your silent switch or your vibe switch doesn't register, your phone doesn't vibrate, then this is the repair that you'll want to do and the part you'll want to replace. Now what can happen sometimes is maybe the switch itself, which is located right here, and this is actually going to be part of another repair, but this switch can go out. So when you go to silence it and it may not register at all, then it could actually be the switch that's bad. If that's the case, then go to the volume headset vibe switch repair and watch that video. But if you notice that it does silence it on the screen but the vibe just doesn't register, check it in the settings, and if that is on, then this is how you replace this. Now what'll happen sometimes with the motor is these little contact points will go bad, and I'll show you on the close-up, is that they can actually be damaged and maybe they don't make proper contact with the board anymore. I'll show you the board and where the contacts for the vibe motor actually touch. So these little contacts down here are where the motor touches. Now what you can do, and we talked about this in the disassemble, is you can actually get your eraser and try cleaning those contact points, because sometimes they can be dirty, maybe dust, dirt, something's in there and it's not allowing the motor and this to make contact. But if you've cleaned it, it still isn't working, then we'll show you how to pop this motor out and put it back in. So what we'll do, easiest way to do it, I usually will just hold the phone upside down, and I'll get right in here with the flathead screwdriver and just slowly work it up. There is adhesive underneath this motor holding it onto the frame, so once you lift that up, you can kind of see it right there. We'll set our old motor aside, and the new motor right here has backing on it with the new adhesive, and so we'll hold that, peel that off, and then what you want to do is make sure that you get the contact points inside of this little kind of box right here, and I'll show you that on the close-up. You can see what I'm talking about. So this little metal box right here is where your motor, and we can just go ahead and install it right now, is going to line up right inside of that. And then the other thing that you'll want to make sure before you press and seal it down is that this little opening for the screw and the stud right there, that you can see right down and through that. So when you go to put the screw back in, it lines up properly. So we'll just line that up, make sure that that's going to line up with the contact points, and then we'll just push it down. So again, once you get it all together, test it in the phone, but that should fix your vibrate motor.